Welcome to a Dogecoin price prediction for 2025. In this video, I will look at the price history of Dogecoin and I will try to give you a price prediction for the next bull market. Right now, I believe we are in a second wave and we are close to bottoming. And I believe we will go in a third wave in the next, I would say, 2 months, maybe 3, something like that. The RSI looks good on this chart. We are still above the yellow line. Unlike some other cryptos like Cardano and even AVAX. And yeah, so far everything looks good for Doge. Now we're on the weekly chart because I want to look at this chart closely to see if I can find any kind of pattern that can show me where the price might go in the next cycle. So I don't know if you noticed, but on the RSI we never actually went to the oversold territory. We only went there once in its lifetime, which is very impressive, considering other altcoins went down to that level many times. So as you can see, the RSI seems to get to the 36 RSI level, maybe even to the 33 RSI level, and after that happens, the price, or actually the RSI, goes up again. Here it only went down to this number because we got the all-time low of this cycle, I mean the bear market low, which is normal. Right now the weekly RSI is below the yellow line, which is also kind of normal, and this chart does not really care about that line that much, as you can see, considering we went below it multiple times and nothing really happened. So yeah, what I want to look at is what happens when the RSI goes down like it did right now. So it went from 83 to about 46 in about 2 months. Here it went from 72 to about 49 in 1 month. So as you can see, whenever the RSI goes to the overbought territory, it tends to go back down below the yellow line, at least on the weekly, and then it goes above it again and hits new highs. So, of course, I expect it to go up again after it hits a new low right here. Well, not a new low, a second wave low. We are already on our way to a third wave, although I don't see signs of it happening right now, so it might happen this week, it might happen next week, it might happen in 2 months. If we don't get above the, I would say, 20-cent level in the next 2 months, then I will start turning bearish. But for now, I still think this third wave will happen in the near future. Anyways, back to the RSI. Let's look at what happened when the RSI went down. We already looked at this. As well. But we did not take the percentage of this. So when the RSI went to a new all-time low, the price went up 200% in 140 days. Here we had a bear market, so the RSI just continued going down because that's normal for a bear market. But look at what happened before that. We went to the overbought territory when we were at around 8 cents, and then we went down on the RSI and the price actually went down 53% before exploding to the upside like it did right here. Right now, the price also went up like crazy and then it corrected itself. And guess what? The correction was 50%, just like right here. Is this a coincidence? Considering the RSI also went to the overbought territory just like it did right here? I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Then let's look at this. I mean, the RSI was pretty low right here as well. Let's check out what happened to the price when the RSI was so low. The price went up 500% in 56 days. And here as well. You see, the RSI was below the yellow line. It was very low at around 37. Which for this chart is low, and if we take that, we'll see that the price went up 100% in 50 days. So for those looking at the Dogecoin chart and saying that the price action is weird and it goes up when it wants to, I don't think that's the case. I think it only goes up when the RSI goes down. So if the RSI goes down, then the price goes up with the RSI as well, when the RSI goes up. Here is another case. We went below the yellow line and look at what the price did. The price went up 60% in 42 days. And here as well. Let's check this out. 40% in 21 days. How about this? I mean, here it also went pretty low. It went to 38. Let's see what happened. The price went up 100% in 120 days. Oh, by the way, this is the 2018 bull market, so I will not really look at the RSI right here because I don't think we are here yet. But this right here looks very similar to where we are at now. If we take this, we'll see that it had a correction of 83%. Which of course it's a lot more than what we got in this cycle. In this cycle we only went down about 50%, which is still a lot, but compared to that cycle it's not that much. And look at the RSI, it looks just like the RSI looks right here, and just like the RSI looks right here. So if this was to happen again, then we would get something like this on the RSI, and we will go to the overbought territory in the next maybe 6-7 months, and we'll stay there for a few months. And then that would be the end of the bull market for Dogecoin. But what happened right here could also be what happened right here, so let's check this out. As you can see here, it went to the overbought territory after going up 300% in 91 days. And then from this high, it got a correction of about 60%. So remember this, 300% up, 60% down. Let's look at what happened in this cycle. 300% up, 50% down. Is this a coincidence or is this just repeating itself? If this was to repeat itself, then we would still need to go down to the maybe 9 cents level, which still would count as a second wave. It would be a very deep second wave, but it's still a second wave. So 9 cents could still be possible if this was to repeat itself. Do I think that will happen? I have no idea. This is just speculation. I'm not a financial advisor. So yeah, that's what I see on the RSI. Let me get rid of these things and let me talk to you about the price. So where do I think the price will go? Well, let's see how much the price went up in the previous 2 cycles. From its bear market low, Dogecoin went up about 55,000%. This was in the previous cycle. And in the cycle before that, if we were to zoom in, from its bear market low, the price went up 21,000%, which is actually less than what we got in the last cycle, which is kind of interesting actually. So what can we take from this? Well, nothing really, but this might give us an idea of where the price might go in this cycle. In my opinion, a bullish price prediction for this cycle would be around maybe $1.50. That would be above the 1.618 extension, and as we know from the previous cycles, the Dogecoin does not really care about these extensions, so going above it would not really surprise me. So I will write that down as a bullish price prediction. And how about my most bullish price prediction, my very bullish price prediction? Well, a very bullish price prediction would be something like $2.20 in my opinion. It would be above the 2.618 extension, which for Dogecoin, I mean, like I said, it does not really care about these extensions. It could even go to the 3.618 extension and nobody would bat an eye. But in my opinion, we would get to the, $2.20 level in a very bullish scenario. So yeah, I wrote that down for you. And from its bear market low, that would put the price of Dogecoin at about 4,400%, which compared to the other 2 cycles, I mean, this would be actually kind of normal. Even getting something like this would be normal, even something like this. Now, I'm not saying we will get a $3.50 Dogecoin. That is probably way too much for this cycle. But getting something like $2.20 would be actually kind of normal for Dogecoin. So the chart could look something like this. So we can get a third wave, maybe to here, maybe to here, maybe to even here, then a 4th wave, and then a 5th wave. And it could look something like this actually. So yeah, like I said, the price going up this much would not surprise me at all. Even though the price action on this coin is very, very weird, I don't think it's that weird actually, because the RSI looks good, the price action looks good in my opinion. It follows Bitcoin, unlike other coins like Matic, and judging by its previous 2 cycles, I can say that the price will probably go down a lot in this cycle as well. I see no reason why that will not happen. Of course, I will start turning bearish if the price somehow goes below the, let's say, $8.50 level. If it goes below that level, then I will start turning bearish and I will have something else for this chart. And I will make an update video. Speaking of update videos, if you want me to cover this coin more, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, that was my price prediction for this coin. If you like this price prediction, I suggest subscribing and maybe even liking this video. It would help me out a lot. Anyways, that's all I have for Dogecoin. I will see you in the next one.